Hi guys, it's Liv and welcome back to another video. So as you can tell by the title of today's video, I am basically going to be running you through my skin journey and the steps that I took to clear my skin fairly quickly. Bad skin affected me not only physically but mentally as well, so I just wanted to make this video for anyone else that might be feeling that way too. So I didn't take much notice of my bad skin until it started to really escalate, probably over a year ago now, and I wish I could listen to myself now back then because I would have started to make a change so much earlier so it didn't get as bad as it did. So I think probably when I was 15 or 16, I started to get bad skin. So like on my forehead and stuff, I just had like a few spots, and I hadn't suffered from bad skin like at all before this point. So I just kind of thought it was hormonal and they'd go away pretty quickly. So I think it was probably 2018. So when I was 17, it really started to escalate and get really bad. I think this was probably due to stress from A-levels and also the fact I wasn't taking care of my skin properly at all. I wasn't washing it every day, I wasn't taking off makeup properly. I then decided that it was probably time to go to the doctors about it and make a change to my skincare routine. So when I went, they put me on this medication which was 3 months, a pill every day, and also a skin cream called Skinnerem. So after the 3 months medication, my skin was basically clear, and this was probably just before summer last year. And so all through summer my skin was amazing. I had no spots basically. Like obviously every now and then I'd get one, but that's completely normal, until I went to university and my diet changed, my lifestyle changed, and so my skin changed again. So this was obviously 2019, so last September when I was 18 I moved to university. So I was making some big mistakes in my skincare routine. I was using makeup wipes because obviously they're the easiest thing that you can think of to take off makeup, but I found it was just spreading the makeup around my skin and probably just spreading bad oils everywhere too. Another mistake I was making was going to sleep really late. So obviously you're a student, it's going to be like that, but it will affect your skin. And I was never drinking water. So I moved to Greater Manchester, so the water was really different to how it tastes down here. So I just was never drinking the water. I was having squash or I was having juice, but you would never catch me drinking straight, just normal water. So classic student, obviously I was not eating the correct nutritious food, and I was ordering so many takeaways, especially the first couple of months when everybody is, which obviously affected my skin massively. My biggest regret over the years of having bad skin has been picking and popping my spots, which I know everyone does, but for some reason I thought I was immune to acne scarring. I thought it wouldn't happen to me, I'll be fine, my skin will be completely clear after my spots clear up, and boy was I wrong. So when I went to the doctors and they told me, oh yeah, you have some scarring already, I was like, sorry, what? That is when I realised I should stop picking my spots, and trust me, you should too. It is not worth the damage to your skin. So I think my skin journey properly started about 5 months ago, it been in December, which was when my skin was at its worst. Not only did it look bad, it also felt awful. The pain I was in was horrendous. I couldn't sleep on my face because it was so painful. I also was super scared to leave the house and like even go downstairs in my uni house because it was so bad, and I knew that it was so obvious. It really made me upset and in pain, so I just couldn't bear it anymore. So from this point I really wanted to start making the change to my skin because it was at its all-time worst. So the first thing I did was go to the doctors again, and they gave me the same 3-month medication that I'd been on the year previously because it worked so well. It was a skin cream called Skinnerem, and then I think the pills were called Limecelin. Okay, so I don't really know the names of the pills, but it was basically just 3 months of this 1 pill a day and using the cream twice a day. So these pills are a lot less harsh than Roaccutane, so there was no side effects basically. It just cleared up my skin. So I think these on their own really sped up the process of my skin getting better, but also I started to make a big change to my skincare routine. Not only did I face my fear of drinking Manchester water, but I started to drink just the normal water, and I was eating healthier. And I know everyone's always like, oh, like drink water, it'll clear up your skin, but listen to them because trust me, it will work. I've started to drink a lot more water now as well, keeping it going from after the pills ended, and my skin is still super clear because I'm drinking way more water and not just squash and juice. So I then started to make myself a skincare routine, seeing as I didn't have one before. I used this really harsh cleanser to take my makeup off, and I probably just rinsed my face. I didn't have a face wash, I didn't own that. First, I started using this cleanser, which is the Garnier one, and it took my makeup off amazingly. So I also started using products from the Body Shop Tea Tree collection, which is amazing. I use the face wash mainly, and I use it twice a day, and it works so great. It leaves my skin feeling so clean. So I also started using this Tropic face mask. So you only put it on the spots where you have acne, and it really subtles down redness and just the spots in general. And I use this basically every now and then when I feel like I need to. So since the 3 months ended in March from my medication, my skin has been basically clear. Obviously I get a spot here and there, but they tend to go kind of fast and they're not like my normal acne used to be. So of course I've been left with acne scarring. Now scarring is so irritating because it's the only thing in the way of me having perfectly clear skin. And I beg you, this is such a big thing, do not pick or pop your spots because you will regret it in the future massively. So I've done a lot of research into things that I can do to start getting rid of acne scarring, and I think it's going to take a while, but I'm definitely getting there with a way to start getting rid of it. So I've purchased the Ordinary skin peel, which a lot of people use and say that it does work well. So I've only just started to use that, so I don't actually know if it is making a difference yet. Also, I'm starting to use bio oil, which says that it takes about 3 months to remove scars. And I've probably been using it for a couple of weeks now, and I can already see a change. Not only does it keep my skin from being dry, but it really is starting to fade my scars. So it says that you should not use it on active acne, so be sure to wait until your skin is a bit more cleared up. Yeah, that is my skin routine that I'm using, and so far it's working to keep my skin still looking amazingly. Obviously it's just been Easter, so I've eaten a lot of chocolate, which I can see that it's made my skin worse, which proves that your diet does have a big effect on your skin. The main things I would say are drink more water, take off your makeup properly, be sure to be getting enough sleep and not going to sleep at ridiculous times every night because that really does affect your skin. And obviously do not pick your spots because you do not want to be left with acne. As I said, it is so irritating because it will be the only thing in the way of you having clear skin. And obviously acne scarring is nowhere near as easy to get rid of as actual acne itself. So obviously these steps personally made my skin change dramatically in probably 3 months from this to this. So these steps might not work for you. I'm telling you personally, this worked for me. Obviously do the key things that I've said, like wash your face more, drink more water, don't pick your spots, take off makeup properly. All of these things will help anyone clear their skin. The main thing I want you to take from this video is that it does get better. Your skin will not always be in that amount of pain. It will clear up at some point. Do not get put down by it being there because everybody goes through the stage of bad skin, and if you don't, you're extremely lucky, but it does get better. And obviously my skin journey had been very quickly. Over 3 months it cleaned up dramatically, but it might be different for you. Everybody's skin's different. It might take more time, it might take less time. So I really hope this video has helped you if you're somebody suffering with acne, and if you don't suffer with acne, thank you for watching anyway, and I hope you've enjoyed learning about my skin journey. Thanks again for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.